Yeah, Pastor Steve here in our February love quest here. Let's turn to 1 John 3 again, beginning with verse 10 down through 12. In this, the children of God and the children of the devil are manifest. Whoever does not practice righteousness is not of God, nor is he who does not love his brother. This is the message that you heard from the beginning, that we should love one another, not as Cain, who was of the wicked one and murdered his brother. Why did he murder him? His works were evil and his brother's righteous. Whenever I see a person who just will not forgive another person, I wonder. If they've forgotten that they've been forgiven of their sins. Maybe they consider their sins, even though forgivable, were kind of tiny, not like that wretch. Funny thing, Steve Brown says, no one thinks they're more loving than the Orthodox. Wow. People who go to church every week and read their Bibles and somehow feel as if it's their right to hold somebody who hurt them in contempt and never forgive. I mean, forgiveness doesn't mean you have to be best buds, but it does mean you treat that person as if he or she matters to God. I struggle with this sometimes. Honestly, there are people who've wronged me, and I constantly have to remind myself that God is the one who balances the scales. Love them. That's easily said on a Sunday morning in church just after the last hymn of invitation has been sung. But it's hard to do when you meet them at work the next day. Guy Dowd, who was the teacher of the year back a long time ago during, I think, Reagan's presidency. That was a long time ago. And he tells the story of when he was in college and he was in a little restaurant one morning and he was doing some stuff at his table and eating his donuts and coffee. And then this man and the woman walked in from a group home down the door, and they were, to his mind, hideous. Their birthmarks had defaced them, and they sort of looked like almost ape people, not real people. And he just shook his head and then looked away. This mom and little girl came in, a beautiful little blonde. And the woman turned around and says, hello, sweetie. How about a kiss? And she looked at her mother, and her mother nodded, and the little girl went up and kissed her on the cheek. And Guy said, I sat there seething. How could she dare ask for that? And he paid his bill, went storming back to his dorm room. They got there, his roommate had a poster up on the end of his bed, and they showed a derelict lying in the ditch. And the caption on this poster was this: you love Jesus only as much as you love the one you love the least. You ponder that, Pastor Steve.